Princes of Thebes, it has occurred to me to visit the altars of the gods. Our king is not himself. His noble soul is overwrought with fantasies of dread, else he would consider the new prophecies in the light of the old. He will listen to any voice that speaks disaster, and my advice goes for nothing. To you then, O Pallas, Lycian lord, since you are nearest, I turn to prayer.
Friends, no doubt you can direct me. Where shall I find the house of Oedipus? Or, better still, where is the king himself?
It is this very place, stranger. He is inside. This is his wife and mother of his children.
I wish her happiness and a happy house. Blessed in all the fulfillment of her marriage.
Much for you, your courtesy deserves a like good fortune. But now tell me, why have you come? Why have you say it to us?
Good news, my lady, for your house and your husband.
What news? Who sent you here?
I am from Corinth. The news I bring ought to mean joy for you, though it may be you will find some grief in it.
What is it? How can it touch us in both ways?
The word is that the people of the Isthmus intend to call Oedipus to be their king.
What are you saying? Pallas is dead?
If I am not telling the truth, may I die myself.
Go in, go quickly. Tell this to your master. O riddlers of God's will, where are you now? This was the man whom Oedipus long ago feared so, fled so, in the dread of destroying him. But it was another fate by which he died.
Dear Jocasta, why have you sent for me?
Listen to what this man says, and then tell me what has become of the solemn prophecies.
Who is this man? What is his news for me?
He has come from Corinth to announce your father's death.
Is it true, stranger? Tell me your own words.
I cannot say more clearly. The king is dead.
Was it by treason or by an attack of illness?
A little thing brings old man to their rest.
It was sickness then?
Yes, and his many years.
Ah, why should a man respect the Pythian hearth or give heed to the birds that jangle above his head? They prophesied that I should kill Pallas, kill my own father, but he is dead and buried, and I am here. I never touched him, never, unless he died of grief for my departure, and thus, in a sense, through me. No, Pallas has packed the oracles off with him on the ground. They are empty words.
Had I not told you so?
You had. It was my faint heart that betrayed me.
From now on, never think of these things again.
And yet, must I not from my mother's bed?
Why should anybody in this world be afraid, since fate rules us and nothing can be foreseen? A man should live only for the present day. Have no more fear of sleeping with your mother. How many men in dreams have lain with their mothers? No reasonable man is troubled by such things.
That is true. Only if my mother were not still alive, but she is alive, I can help my dread.
Yet this news of your father's death is wonderful.
Wonderful, but I fear the living woman.
Tell me, who is this woman that you fear?
It is Merope, man, wife of King Pallas.
Merope? Why should you be afraid of her?
An oracle of the gods, a dreadful saying.
Can you tell me about it, or are you sworn to silence?
I can tell you, and I will. Apollo said through his prophet that I was the man who should marry his own mother, shed his father's blood with his own hands, and so for all these years I have kept clear of Corinth, and no harm has come, though it would have been sweet to see my parents again.
And is this the fear that drove you out of Corinth?
Would you have me kill my father?
As for that, you must be reassured by the news I gave you.
If you could reassure me, I would reward you.
I had that in mind, I will confess. I thought I could count on you when you returned to Corinth.
No, I will never go near my parents again.
Oh, son, you still do not know what you are doing.
What do you mean, in the name of God? Tell me.
If these are your reasons for not going home,
I tell you, I fear the oracle may come true.
And guilt may come upon you.
That is the dread that is always in my heart.
Can you not see that all your fears are groundless?
How can you say that? That they are my parents, surely.
Pallas was not your father.
Not my father?
No more your father than the man speaking to you.
But you are nothing to me.
Neither was he.
Then why did he call me son?
I will tell you. Long ago he had you from my hand as a gift.
Then how could he love me so if I was not his?
He had no children, and his heart turned to you.
Is he still alive? Can I see him?
These men here know best about such things.
Does anyone here know the shepherd that he is talking about? Have you seen him in the fields or in the town? If you have, tell me. It is time things are made plain.
I think the man he means is the same shepherd you have already asked to see. Jocasta, perhaps, can tell you something.
Do you know anything about him, lady? Is he the man we have summoned? Is that the man the shepherd means?
Why think of him? Forget this shepherd. Forget it all. This talk is a waste of time.
How can you say that when the clues to my true birth are in my hands?
For God's love, let us have no more questions. Is your life nothing to you? My own is pain enough for me to bear.
You need not to worry. Suppose my mother a slave, and born of slaves, no baseness can touch you.
Listen to me, I beg you. Do not do this thing.
I will not listen. The truth must be made known.
Everything that I say is for your own good.
My own good snaps my patience, then I want none of it.
You are fatally wrong. May you never learn who you are.
Go, one of you, and bring the shepherd here. Let us leave this woman to brag of her royal name.
Ah, miserable. That's the only word I have for you now. That is the only word I can ever have.
Why has she left us, Oedipus? Why is she gone in such a passion of sorrow? I fear this silence. Something dreadful may come of it.
Let it come, however base my birth. I must know about it. The queen, like a woman, is perhaps ashamed to think of my low origin, but I am a child of luck. I cannot be dishonored. Luck is my mother. The passing months, my brothers have seen me rich and poor. If this is so, how could I wish that I were someone else? How could I not be glad to know of my birth?